everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Primetime Gorehounds. I am Pretty Boy Thomas here with Paul. And sorry about there was no intro today for some strange reason. StreamYard, of all days, wants to be a pain in the ass and not have me upload it. But hey, it's all good. I'm still going to try to get it uploaded. And hell, if it pops up, I'll just play it during the middle of the stream. But yeah, Paul, how have you been?
Been doing good, man. Just working hard with the college stuff. Had a bit of a hectic day, and I figured I'd decompress by playing a bit of Dying Light 2 before I got on here.
Cool. Which is actually, you're actually having fun with that game, aren't you?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I've literally put all my other video games aside just so I can go through this one from start to finish. I'm about halfway in now into the downtown area, and dude, it's just a blast. Everything they made improvement-wise is just really good. Cool story and everything. Combat physics is great. It's just an all cool, well-rounded zombie game if you're into that kind of thing.
Cool, man. It's pretty cool to hear. Yeah, I'm not really much of a gamer as I used to be, but it's still pretty cool to see that there's some games out there still enjoyable for some. But tonight we are going to be doing a watch along of the 2001 slasher Valentine, and which, by the way, I think it just passed its like 21st anniversary, which is fucking wild because I remember when this movie came out, I was I'm gonna say like 7, 8-ish around this time. I remember seeing the trailers for it. I remember seeing the commercials for it. It has Denise Richards in it, who you could really say this was basically her peak, like her prime looks wise.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have a David Boreanaz, hot off the heels of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. At this point, I think he was doing Angel, and then of course he would later go on to do Bones. Then you have a young Katherine Heigl in this movie as well. I gotta say, for a slasher film, this is actually a pretty decent cast that they got here.
Oh yeah, definitely a solid cast in this. I mean, this movie came out just a year after Scream 3, so this is like the post-Scream era of slasher movies at the time. And like I said, it has been 21 years. Damn, I was 17 when this movie came out, man. So I was in like my late teens when this came about. And it's been a very long time since I've seen this film. I mean, it's been like 15 years. So I've never had a reason to watch it again until today. So when we kind of proposed the idea of, hey, let's watch Valentine, I was just like, yeah, man, I'm down for that. And it's going to be interesting to see how this holds up for me after all these years of not watching it.
Yes, for sure. And they figured, be that it is a Valentine's Day weekend, which, by the way, happy Valentine's, for all the dudes, that probably have, with their girls right now for the weekend, or if you're or you're just one of the guys that just doesn't give a fuck, but yes, for sure. But yeah, this is gonna be my first time watching this. The last time I watched this was 2012, 13-ish, and I do remember hating this movie with all my heart, and it has nothing to do. Well, I mean, the story, yes, but man, the shit. I don't remember too much of it, but I do remember some parts where the people and what they do, I think is fucking bogus. And it got to a point where I'm like, you know what, the killer, I'm actually kind of rooting for him. I actually kind of wanted to kill them all because
I was in the same boat,
they kind of deserve it. But
well, yeah, I mean, look at the shit that they do, especially when we get to the beginning of this. Like, when you look at me, you think, man, you're a fucking bitch for doing that.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely, man. But yeah, this was definitely around the second wave of slashers. You kind of say the tail end of that run, because we're about to slowly get into the the paranormal movies and the possession movies. No, I think the possession movies was the next wave after 2001.
Yeah, and I think it was around this time also we were starting to see a successful run with the Final Destination movies because the first one came out a year ago, and then at this time, and then about 2 years after this one, they made a sequel, and they've been making more of it since.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so well, before we get started, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to share this video as well, and of course, donate to the Cash App at PrimePod313 because this channel is not monetized. I got mine in 2 seconds in. So does Paul. All right, and you guys know how this goes. If you can stream it, if you can, or if you have it on DVD or Blu-ray, 'cause I know Scream Factory released a new DVD.
I'm still waiting for that to arrive in the post. I got this on Prime.
Yes. Go ahead, pop that bad boy in, set it at 2 seconds, and how we usually do it is we go 3, 2, 1, play, and when I say play, you press play. Let me repeat myself. 3, 2, 1, play. When I say play, you play. What you were saying, Paul?
So Vincent will shoot you with a bow and arrow.
Well, why not? Why not at this point? I'm a little agitated, but you know, I think it's kind of perfect. But yeah, Paul, I'm ready to go. You ready?
Nachos ready, drinks check, ready to go. Let's do this.
All right, here we go. All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
We're in.
All right, got a red screen. Warner Brothers.
I think it's nice that Warner Brothers sometimes do that with their films and they get like an alternative title for them.
Yeah, it's pretty inventive.
I think Constantine is my favorite one for that.
T85 Restore says Denise Richards was fine in this. Hey, like I said, she was in her peak at the time.
She just came hot off the heels of
Wild Things
film as well. World's Not Enough. 1988. Where was I in 1988? Well, let's see. I was 4 years old, and I was just discovering Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I was a gleam in my daddy's eye. All right, so we're seeing yearbook pictures, and we're seeing
a lot of "I hate you" words on it.
Okay, all right, okay. Now, okay, I'm starting to remember this. Okay, this kid he's asking these girls to dance, and they're like being assholes about it.
Rather be boiled alive. Hey, careful what you wish for.
Oh yes, back when people used Valentine's Day for self worship, but
yeah.
Maybe later. That's still no. God damn.
And then you got this one.
Okay. All right, so we're starting out with this boy asking these girls to dance, and he got this one chick who's, you know,
big boned.
Big boned, yeah.
He got his first kiss. But,
making out under the bleachers. Oh yes, the good old days.
Yeah. And then this bullshit happens.
Oh shit!
Fucking really? He didn't attack you. What are you talking about?
That's right. That is right.
And then you get punch poured all over you. That's some bullshit. And now his nose is bleeding. I'm sure we've had days where we had that happen to us. I know I've had it a few times.
Okay, all right. Now, right now, already, you don't like these women, and you can kind of put two and two together. You kind of like see where this is going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so I'm on the killer side.
Yeah, same here. Right away,
I'm
I'm
on the
just
kill. I'm on the kill side right now. You see this type of bullshit. We'll get more into it.
yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. But it's just like, man, why would you do that, man? This all this kid wanted to do was just have at least one date. Come on.
All right, so yes, Miss Katherine Heigl, who I know she was in Grey's Anatomy,
She was in Bride of
and
Chucky.
she was in Bride of Chucky. Yes,
I don't know what she's doing right now. Let me see what she's doing right now. Hang on.
last time I heard, she was blackballed.
Yeah. Well, right now she's 43. I'm gonna see what her last thing was. She's in some. She was in a Netflix. She was in a U.S. network TV show called Suits from 2018 to 2019. Professional expansion. I'm just looking at her latest film role.
Yeah,
Okay,
last
get
time.
this.
Yes.
She's in a new film that came out last year, some psychological thriller called Fear of Rain. That was her last film. Her last TV show, which is actually an upcoming one that's coming out, where she's an executive producer in main role called Woodhull. So she's still doing stuff, but it's been a while since I've seen anything that she's been in.
Yeah, I heard that. Yes, she was in Knocked Up. That's what she's kind of most known for. But yeah, there's been saying that she is not a very nice lady behind the scenes. Fuck it, she's a bitch actually, and that's why you don't really see her in movies like that anymore.
Yeah. Oh wow, she was in Under Siege 2. Oh, that sequel sucked.
But I will say this: Katherine Heigl's a very good-looking woman. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna take that away from her.
even at 43, she still looks good. But personality wise, after what you just said, yeah, I don't think I could be around someone like that.
All right, so we see Katherine Heigl's character who's going through just went through a shitty date, and she's going to work now. But yes, T85. Not sure when Denise got with Charlie Sheen, but this could have been around the time this was. Yeah, I think 2001. I think she was with Charlie Sheen at this point.
Yeah, I think she was too. Let me see. Let me see when she hooked up with Charlie Sheen. Hang on. Hooked up in 2002. So this was like so they got married about a year after this movie. They split up in 2006. She's 50 right now, by the way. She'll be 51 next Thursday.
Hey man, Charlie Sheen. That guy's a character.
Yeah, that dude's a live wire.
The fact the man's still alive is quite amazing to me.
I can say the same thing for Ozzy Osbourne too.
Yeah, I can never do this working on dead bodies. I just can't. It just be weird for me.
You may not believe this, but when I was doing work experience one time at school, I ended up getting that job for work experience because nobody else was taking it.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. It'd be creepy. It'd be weird. I'm just like
I was literally thinking Phantasm at that point when I was there.
But yeah, so the movie already establishes that okay, this is 13 years they said after the events of the.
Let me do the math on that because they said 1988 and this came out in 2001. I'm going to make sure they got the continuity timeline right. Hang on. 1988 and 13 years. Yeah, they got it right. 2001.
Okay.
That is
Which I'll say this. I mean, I don't know how it is now, but have you ever gone to any Valentine's Day dances?
Never had the experience to do that.
Oh, okay. I went to a couple.
Get lucky with some of them?
One. One. A lot of times it was just, I was just going just to go because I didn't want to stay home,
There was one that I went to, but I was just there just to get out of the house for a bit and just have a good time. I wasn't worried about picking up a date or not. I just wanted to be at a party,
I once emceed a dance. Once I was the host. That was a fun night.
Mm, that's
Yeah,
a
I did
nice.
a lot of did some crazy shit that night, bro.
Well, I can imagine.
All right, good. She's got a Valentine's Day card.
It's
A
funny.
la,
This movie came out literally a year after I finished school.
oh, a la My Bloody Valentine. You know how the killer used to just give these threatening Valentine's Day cards.
Yeah, that was definitely a nod to that movie. So this guy who directed it, he definitely knew about it.
Who directed Urban Legend? Just a
Yeah,
couple years before this,
that's
and
right.
he was a big Halloween fan, and which you could definitely tell in this movie. He
The influences were there.
Yes, indeed. All right, Paul. I'm at 9 minutes and 8 seconds. Where are you at, man?
I am. I'm at 9 minutes and 22.
Okay, a couple. All right.
You know, it's funny. The guy who's doing the music, I recognize the music style. That's the guy that did the Matrix films, Don Davis.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that would freak me the fuck out, bro. Like I'm cut on a dead body and they start breathing, bruh.
That'll make you jump out of your skin, wouldn't it?
Interesting choice of words there.
Well, you know what I mean.
Now, I may have missed it. But damn, she got some big titties. Bro, she's nipping through the shirt, bro. But was Catherine Heigl part of the group, a part of the kids that were being bitches to Jeremy?
um, yeah, I think she was one of them. Because why else would he be going after her?
Good point. Good point. All right, not a bad opening, and I think a morgue is a pretty effective, spot for a horror film.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a nice start. There's Vincent. Or was it Jeremy? I forget his name. Oh, there he is.
How do you feel about the look?
It's it's basic, but I guess the whole less is more is effective. Just a dude in a trench coat, combat boots, and a Cupid mask. What more could you want, really?
I think it could work if it actually had an actual franchise behind it. I think it could work.
Yeah, I mean, not many people talk about the character, but he definitely does have. I
Well, I
guess you
mean,
could say potential.
of course. I mean, of course, I'll talk about it. This movie flopped.
Yeah. Well, the movie made about. Let me see. The movie made 36 million against a 10 million budget, so it did make the money back, but not as much as I think they were hoping for.
It wasn't what they thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. And again, I think it's because we just came out of Scream 3, and a lot of people, I guess, felt this wasn't Scream. That's one way of checking to make sure that somebody's dead.
So this is a dumbass idea. I'm sorry, but it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I get you trapped, but that's fucking dumb. But I will say, can you imagine how scary that must be, though? To know to know he's stabbing the body bags, like
And
knowing
it's a gamble.
that's such a huge gamble, and you're like, oh shit, I'm about to die. Like
Yeah.
I'm about to die.
And that's what happens. But hey, look on the bright side. At least she's prepped, ready to be taken in the meat wagon.
Oh, that was a little disappointing. I expected it to be bloody there.
Yeah. Well, again, like I said, because of the shit that went down with with the events of Scream 3, I think people at this time were hesitant to go full bore. Because think about this: we never saw a slasher movie go full bore with gore. I'm guessing probably when Saw came around and when you started seeing resurgences of like other horror movies from other countries. You know, like when the UK was bringing out horror movies like Creep and Severance, and then you had France with High Tension or Switchblade Romance or Frontiers. And then those guys that did Frontiers and Switchblade Romance, they came on to do the Hills Have Eyes remake. And I think it was around that point, I think that's when they decided, okay, we're going to go full bore with the gore again. It was around the mid 2000s. Because the only horror movie that was relatively gory after this, I would probably say would be the Final Destination films before Soul came out.
Oh God, speed dating. Which I never understood. Like, how the fuck how would you be interested in someone if they're only talking for like 5 minutes or whatever, how long they have? Like, it's fucking stupid.
They're doing the blind date formula, but this time, but the only difference is you can actually see who it is.
Okay, is this supposed to be a comedy now? Are we supposed to laugh at this?
Not that I don't think this was a comedy. Not that I'm aware of. I thought this was a slasher film.
No. This how this is being shot, how this is being edited. Trying to be like a rom-com.
Comedy's a bit dry in this one.
Well, don't you kind of see how this is being filmed? Denise Richards, man. She had one hell of a run, man.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, from Starship Troopers to I guess you could say Undercover Brother, which I think, like I said, was her peak. Man, she was the it girl.
Yeah, Starship Troopers. That was the first movie I ever saw her in.
Yeah.
Fucking such a good film though as well.
But yeah, man, it's and then they just learned that Katherine Heigl has died.
Yeah,
I'm at the funeral. That's where you're at.
Yeah, I'm at the funeral too.
Okay.
There's a dude that was in Angel.
Yes, David Boreanaz, who, like I said, he's had a hell of a career. You're really looking at it, though.
I mean, he's been in quite a lot of good stuff here. I mean, like you said, he was in Bones. He was in Buffy, that Angel spinoff. He was in I'm pretty sure he was in a film with Angelina Jolie. I forgot the name of the damn film. And oh man, you're probably not gonna believe this.
What?
He was in that shitty Fourth Crow movie that Edward Furlong was in.
Can't win them all.
Nah, it's true.
Edward Furlong, man, what a disappointment he turned out to be. I remember they wanted him to be. They were gearing up to be like Hollywood's next leading man, and then he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, look how that turned out.
I was never really the biggest fan. I wasn't really the biggest fan of him anyway. But I saw what I mean. I guess I kind of see what they were going for, but I just never he's not a good actor.
The last good movie I would say he was in outside of Terminator 2 would be
Brain Scan. Oh, American History. Okay. American History X. Okay, all right. I said Brain Scan. Okay, yeah. He was good.
That was his last good movie to me.
No, actually, no. I actually thought Detroit Rock City was good.
Okay, that one too.
Detroit Rock City was actually pretty funny.
True.
All right, so this is where I'm assuming this is the final girl. What the fuck is her name?
Hold on.
Her character.
I'll get the name of the person.
Okay.
Well, the actress's name is Marley Shelton.
Marley Shelton. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's her.
There's that evil bitch.
Oh, Jesus, I've just realized something.
What did you just realize?
She's the sheriff in Scream 4.
Oh, that is her!
Yeah, that's fucking Judy Hicks.
Oh, shit!
What
Oh.
now there's a shocker. Who'd have thought 10 years after this, she'd be in a Scream franchise?
You know what's funny? Oh, God, bro. I thought she looked, I ain't gonna lie, I thought she looked familiar in Scream.
Looking up for those lemon cakes again?
I do not mind eating some of her lemon squares. I like lemon squares.
Man,
God damn. Okay. All right.
I'm kind of revisiting this now. I didn't even realize that was her until I looked at the credits. Jesus.
All right. So now we learned that basically, the bitches from that dance are still friends after 13 years, which is kind of odd. I'm still not friends with motherfuckers I was friends with in high school, but okay. But
Friends from my school days, but wow. You'll need a dental record to identify you. I'm gonna admit, those Valentine cards are pretty damn creative. I like them.
This bitch definitely deserves it. Well, she definitely deserves the word. Listen, all right, this is Dorothy, okay? Okay, clearly she lost weight, and all that shit. She's rich. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. I hate this bitch. I can't stand her, and I want the worst death possible for her.
Well, after what she did to Jeremy, I'm not fucking surprised, man.
No, she definitely looks like someone that will grow up to be a Karen 20 years after this.
I bet you she is. What's her character's name again?
Dorothy.
Jessica Chapshaw.
Okay, well, Jessica Chapshaw, I'm pretty sure you're a nice woman. But if you somehow brother, because I fucking hate your character in this.
Well, she's 45. She's an actress, and entrepreneur.
Okay, all right. So you guys just show she's doing her own thing. Okay, cool. That's good.
She was in Greg's Anatomy. The most recent movie she's going to be in next, which is in post-production, is called Dear Zoe. Trying to think of what other film I'm looking at the other films she's been in here. Surprisingly enough, some of the films she's been on after this was kind of like romance movies. She was in Minority Report after this one.
All right.
And the last TV show she was in was like I said, Grey's Anatomy and Bones. So she's been in those two. Ouch. Even after 13 years, she's still a bitch.
This is gonna be a long process for me, Paul.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's just that it's just that. Okay, like even though we've been talking, I've been paying attention what's been going on, and I'm like, I see nothing much has changed. Like the only semi-decent one is fuck it, I'm calling her Sheriff Judy. Sheriff Judy.
Speaking of which,
that is fucking wild to me. That she was a fucking Valentine.
Yeah, I never realized it until today.
Well, I'll definitely say this: her acting did get better as the years went on.
Yep, I will admit that she did. She has been doing pretty good,
and she definitely got a lot thicker. So I like it.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what movie she was last in that I remember outside of Scream. Oh wow, she was in Sin City.
I don't remember her in Sin City.
She was a customer, and she was also. Oh wow, she was in Planet Terror and Death Proof. I got both those Grindhouse movies.
Oh well, was she just a customer in those movies too?
No, she was Dakota Block. I think she was that nurse, if I'm correct. You know, one with the syringes.
No man. Oh man, there's nothing more infuriating than no running water in your fucking place. Oh, that happened to me once, bro. I wasn't showering, but I like just got in the shower and the shit just cut off on me, bro. I'm just like, are you fucking serious? So I'm literally standing there naked,
Oh,
and
that's the worst.
I'm like a fucking creep. And but yeah,
I remember this one.
but yeah,
I
but
remember this. There was one time when I was having a shower, right? And I'm just casually just chilling out in the shower. Next thing I know, the water went from mild warm to ice fucking cold just randomly out of nowhere. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm freezing my nuts off trying to watch myself. And then the next thing you know, it went insanely hot. And I'm like, fuck,
she has to use the toilet water. God damn.
That sucks. There's that damn Cupid mask.
I mean, I do like the idea of the Cupid mask, though. I think it's like the Michael Myers mask. Like, if in broad daylight, it's whatever. But if you shoot it at a certain way, at a certain angle, it could be pretty creepy.
Yeah. And you look at the facial expression, it's just blank.
All right. Just for update for the people. Where are you at now, Paul?
Checking out. 25 minutes, 38.
Wait, 25 minutes?
Yeah, 25 minutes, 38.
All right, I'm gonna go back so we can sync.
Yeah, because I'm at the bit now where you got Denise Richards and the girl in the purple dress. They're just checking who's at the door.
Who is it?
I'm at 26:02.
All right, see where I am now. 26:05.
Okay, perfect.
We're good. Oh.
That's strange.
Box of chocolates. Usually wins people over. Unless there's something fucked up inside. I doubt
Wait, Paul. Wait. I'm at 26:30. How you got the box of chocolates part?
I think it's because I was watching it on Prime, right? They had this stupid intro thing, so I had to go 12. So it wasn't until 12 seconds when I saw the actual proper film title.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Remember, I'm renting this off Prime, so because I'm still waiting for my Blu-ray of it.
Why does this chick look familiar?
What's her character's name again?
I don't fucking know, but she looks familiar.
I'm trying to find. Is it Lily?
I think so.
Jessica Shuffino? Ugh, fucking maggot. Ugh, fuck that.
Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah, that's what your ass get. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Get this. She was in this movie, yeah. But a year before this, she was in Urban Legend's Final Cut.
Okay, I think that's where I remember her from.
And she was also in Legally Blonde, White Chicks.
White Chicks! Yes, she was. I thought she was one of the. Yeah, she's one of the. Yeah.
And if you can fucking believe this, there's a Legally Blonde 3 coming out this year.
Is Renee Zell? Is not Renee Zell? Reese Witherspoon? No, what the fuck? Wait, that's Reese Witherspoon, is it?
Yeah, that's the one with Reese Witherspoon, but that's not her in this film. But yeah, she's definitely in the third one.
Reese Witherspoon is coming back?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
And so is her. I never saw those films, but I heard people like them.
All right, now we're at Denise Richard and Sheriff Judy in some sort of art place.
That's weird seeing a bunch of TV screens with mouths on it.
I never understood people's fascination with that.
Me neither. People find some kind of interest in that kind of art, you know? Not there's anything wrong with art. I mean, you got to be creative with art, but sometimes it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not a pretentious asshole.
Mm.
And now, okay, I see, and then this is the part of the movie where they're clearly trying to work this as a murder mystery, you know, another whodunit.
The way that guy was like frowning, you would think, yeah, I bet he's the killer. But
yeah.
Like I said, a lot of movies try to do the whole Scream formula, but not everybody was able to pull it off as good as Scream did. What was the name of that other fucking slasher movie that came out in the 90s? There was another one. Cherry Falls. You remember that one?
Cherry Falls. Is Brittany Murphy in that one?
Yeah, and I think the dude that played Kyle Reese was in it as well.
Yeah, Michael Biehn. Yes, I do remember Cherry Falls. Yes, which I remember actually kind of enjoying because I thought it was interesting where the serial killer killed virgins, which I'm like, okay, something different.
Yeah, it was all right. I actually didn't mind that one.
And then I do remember the third act being that in order to not be killed by the killer, all the high school students that were all virgins, I'd have this one big ass sex party. That shit was wild.
That's one way of dodging the bullet, I guess.
That is one way to dodge the bullet. I hate this bitch so much. Oh God.
I know.
No. Here's the thing. Like this is my problem. You know what I'm saying? Like so many times, and I know. Oh, James, here you go again. But there's been so many situations. Look, are there piece of shit dudes out there? Yes, there is. But I have seen situations where a woman will falsely accuse a dude, ruin his fucking life, and his life, and she'll have no remorse for it. I'm sorry, that opening just really, really bothered me. That bitch, you ought to be grateful that Jimmy actually picked your ass. Ain't like you was on the dance floor dancing, your ass was sitting on the bench. But you got me going.
No, it's fun, man. You gotta get it out there, man. Let it out. It's like I've seen situations where I've seen some stuff like that.
I kind of get Charlotte vibes too, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying I've not directly been involved in that kind of shit, but I've seen stories of shit like that happening. I think we know which one's the biggest one that was majorly public. I'm talking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, but that's another story for another day.
Oh, fuck her.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, you try that shit and you literally fucking dude's career up. Which I don't think he's recovered from yet, right?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
But it's clear as day now that he is actually the victim in all this. But it seems like that. I'm right there with you. Like, bunch of mouths on the. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Loud says
to be the bearer of bad news, but I think Judy Hicks is the next one to go.
Who's Judy Hicks?
The one that was in Scream 4?
Oh, okay. All right, now we see Lily and her boyfriend making out. And we see this random chick who seems turned on by it. Okay, I'm like, where this is going?
I'm trying to think who that is playing in the music. I think it's Deftones. Yeah, it's Deftones. Sorry, it's just me with my ear when it comes to certain music genres.
God damn, did she want to join?
What the hell are you doing?
It's not like we're in junior high school, okay?
I've gotta go.
Well, that plan didn't work out for him, did it?
Right? What's the matter?
I mean, there probably could have been better ways to do it, but
Yeah.
You're not being a cheap, hypocritical sleazeball.
Yeah, but you knew that.
thank you. Like I'm so sick. Like I am so sick of some certain females, that that they know the guys are dating are pieces of shit, but they
Yeah.
love that. But when they don't get their way, they want to call them being pieces of shit.
And Letrus here says this movie was crazy as a kid. In the comment section.
Yeah,
Like I
I'm
said,
just.
it's been a minute since I've seen this.
I'd be like, girl, shut the fuck up. You knew I wasn't shit when you met me.
Yeah, it's like you knew what was going on. Like what? What's the problem now? Oh,
Yeah.
well, victim number 2.
With the Cupid match with the bone. I see what they did there. Okay.
It's a pretty cool touch.
That's a nice touch.
His nose is bleeding again.
Now that's two people. That's 2 people that we see them kill. And did you kind of feel sorry for her death?
Probably not.
Yeah, because I didn't really care about Captain Heigl, and I didn't really care about this chick. Because, like I said, here, I think this is the problem. Now that I'm watching this movie again, like this was the problem
You
that I
hated
had
the
with this
main
movie.
characters.
Well, it's not that I hate the main character, but there's nothing to them. Like we see them being bitches to this kid, and like really the only person that is really standing out.
Is this one right here?
And I was gonna say Denise Richards.
All right, fair enough.
Denise Richards, because one, that's Denise Richards,
Yeah.
like there's really nothing to them. And like we're already, I mean, at least I'm at 37 minutes in. We're a good chunk of the movie has gone by now. And it's like you're trying to use the time to get used to the character, get to know the characters, and it's like it does not fleshed out. Because like I said, why should I care about these women when we see them, they're being complete assholes?
Yeah. Plus, I guess the way this film was written, it didn't pan out very well. There was not enough character developments going on here. And
No.
if you didn't notice this, also, you had 4 people writing this.
That's never a good sign.
No, too many cooks in the kitchen. I mean, this film's based on a book by Tom Savage. I mean, you got the blueprint on how to make it into a film right there in the book. So why do you need 4 writers to work on this thing that's based on a book when you got the ideas already printed out for you?
Yeah, I gotta say, Sheriff Judy is kind of fine. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry.
You're fine. But I'm just saying, you've got a film that's based on a book, and you have 4 people writing it. 2 people, okay, fine. 3, kind of pushing it. But when you got 4 people writing it, it's like, okay, shit's about to go wrong here.
Here's a remembrance card sent to the parents.
All right, so now it's it's being established that Jeremy Milton is the one who's been sending these cards out.
Yeah.
So I like how that. Okay, we know who the killer is. Like it's kind of you can kind of predict. You kind of saw what was going on.
Yeah.
You see it coming like a mile away. But now it's like, who is he? Where is he?
Yeah, I think that's the one thing this film has. The only good thing it has going for it is that you never get any clues to who the killer looks, what the killer looks like on here. We know it's Jeremy Melton, but we don't know what this fucker looks like because there's been no clues, no indication, nothing.
No, she's still. Oh my fucking god. Oh, she's still running. She's still running with the story. She's still running with the story. Oh my god.
Oh fuck, dude. Dorothy, you're the reason this guy's offering you, you stupid bitch. You're the reason this guy is out looking for revenge.
Wait a minute. I need to hear this. I think I remember this scene. Wait, I need to hear this. Wait a minute.
All right.
Do you remember what I looked like back then?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Okay.
I was fat, okay?
She just said that she was fat back in the day. Well, yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
I couldn't bear it, and so I lied. And I said it hurt me.
Oh wow. Told the cops and the teachers that Jeremy jumped her. Wow.
Wait, she doesn't even give a real reason why she did that.
Well, you know what? Sympathy card for her out the fucking window. Gone.
Wait, she doesn't even give a real reason why she did it.
No, I know exactly, right? So you don't give a reason. You just said you did it just because of that, for whatever fucking reason there was in your head. Okay.
No account. Again, this is what I'm talking about. No accountability. No accountability. Like, wow, you can't just sweep that under the fucking rug. Oh my god, I hate this bitch. I hate this. I hate this bitch. I hate this bitch. I hate this bitch. I hate this bitch. I hate her.
Like, how the fuck can you sweep something as serious as that under the rug? It's like, yeah, whatever. Life goes on. Not, knowing full well you fucked this person's life up. And I'm not just talking about girls, or I'm talking about dudes that do that kind of shit to people as well. Just that stitching someone up. It's like, dude, not cool.
Like, I would have. I mean, listen. Look. This is the prime example. Again, this is one of your lead characters.
I mean, that's some serious gaslighting right there.
And all because, and she said because I was fat, I didn't want to be seen with him. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. Yeah. Yes. All right. I literally have now remembered everything about this fucking movie that I can't stand now. Just that one scene alone.
Dude, I haven't seen this film in 15 years, and it just reminded me why I didn't like certain characters in this movie now.
All right, there you go, David. All right, now, there you go. Get some of them lemon squares.
Yeah, you got to get some of them. Maybe next time, he's thinking.
Well, she wants it. She wants it too. God damn.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's situations like where writing matters, bro. Like, if you're not, and notice, Paul, we have barely seen the killer so far.
Yeah, we only saw him like what, twice in like a
only
20
twice.
minute gap.
So if you're going to do that, you have to give us characters we're going to give a fuck about. Only Sheriff Judy we somewhat care, but Denise Richards, who is hot, but she's a bitch. Dorothy, she's a major bitch. The chick that got bowed and arrowed was a bitch. Kevin Heigl was a bitch. Who are we rooting for here?
Well, it's pretty obvious we're rooting for the killer.
Like, yes, Sheriff Judy is okay. She's decent, but there's really nothing to her right now. Oh my god! Every time I'm sorry. I'm telling you, Paul. Every time I see this fucking bitch, Dorothy, I just want to.
I mean, maybe all right, in real life she may be a good person, but the character she's playing, this is fucking. I hate this character as much as I fucking hate MJF and AEW.
Oh goddamn!
Don't get me fucking started on that dude. I know it's a character he's playing, but the character he's playing, you just want to fucking beat the shit out of him. You know what I mean?
So now they're saying that Jeremy Melton may have had plastic surgery. Now so it literally could be anybody. So I do kind of like that where, okay, we know who the killer is, but now we have to guess who it is. And I also I just think that wait, hang on.
What?
Yes. Yeah, yes, or yeah, he's asking about all their potential boyfriends that they're with. Only met this nigga for a month, and Lord. Oh Lord.
All right.
You can't do that. Listen, you've known him for over a month, and classic, no accountability. See how she's trying to flip it back on Denise Richards? No accountability. This bitch is unbelievable.
Fucking Dorothy, man, just
she's unbelievable.
I know. She's just left like I have nothing to do with it. Boop. No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I won't go there. Because I was going to say something that would probably get us taken out, man.
and here's another thing, like the Dorothy character is like one of those type of women, and again, that was really big in their early lives, but once they get skinny, they're like act like really
bitchy.
Like they think they're hot shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know people. I've seen people like that. The ones
which
that
again,
their shit don't stink.
Which again, like I think it's a beautiful thing. You get in the gym, you lose the weight, and great, you look good. But then don't have this inferiority complex.
Yeah, I mean,
shit. Now we have the cop trying to put the moves on Denise Richards, which I understand. Wait, let me see how he approaches this.
How about up your ass? That was her response to him.
Why do it like that? Why? Okay, so all right, so every guy in this movie's a creep. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's where they were going with this one. Uh-oh.
Oh, about time. Goddamn.
Yeah, Jeremy's coming to iron a few things out.
Well, to be fair, this guy had it coming. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, especially once you know what do you remember what the twist was? I mean, that's his. That's my girl that you stalking, bro. Like,
yeah, man, he's ironed the shit out of him. I would, if this film went full bore with the gore, I guarantee you those shots to the head with the iron would have been a lot worse.
Yeah, that's another thing that's killing me. That some of these death scenes are kind of they're tame.
I told you, man, it's because of what happened before leading up to Scream 3. There was
I'm right there with you, Paul. Like, I think this movie clearly could have went full bore with the gore.
They should have, but again, we were in this strange time where the attitudes were shifting. People didn't want to see extreme gore for a while. I guess I don't know if it was like oversaturation or people just got tired or they wanted to go for the whole less is more thing. Fucking who knows, dude. But I mean, it might work for some movies, but for a slasher movie, it doesn't work.
Well, it can work. I mean, fucking Halloween. I mean, Halloween. There's barely any blood in there.
Yeah, Halloween is a good example of that. Texas Chainsaw is the original is another good example of a film. Again, not so gory, but the way it was presented in the down and dirty way it was done, it worked. But a movie like this, we should have got a lot more than what we got.
So he got the IOUTLC, which basically means I used to get that. It basically means you're gonna get the draws tonight. So like for Valentine's Day, that was the code. Like you're gonna get these draws. So yeah, I mean, hey, tasting the lemon squares before the kid came in.
Yeah.
Ooh. But yeah, so he just killed that creep. Once again, like, I don't feel sorry. I didn't feel sorry for the dude. Like, the guy fucking had it coming.
There's a lot, like I said, a lot of these characters are either creeps or you just don't give a shit about. I mean, the only person right now that's in the same mind frame as us would be rooting for the killer in this one because of the shit they put him through.
And also, too, like, the characters, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Paul. When the killer shows up,
yep,
the movie gets good. When we have to deal with these bitches again,
it goes down. I know.
It kind of goes down, which is unfortunate because I like Denise Richards and I like Sheriff Judy. I think with better writing, there could be some interesting characters, but.
Again, because we had 4 writers working on one script, it's just a case of, again, too many cooks in the kitchen when it comes down to the writing process. And that's where this film suffered. I mean, even the guy who directed this film was like, man, we fucked up on this one.
Ouch. If you got to apologize for making a movie, ouch.
Yeah. And what's he up to now? What's Jamie Blanks up to now? Let me see what he's doing. What has he done since this? Oh, wow. Listen to this. He hasn't done a movie since 2008. His last 2 movies was a horror movie called Storm Warning, which I have watched, and Long Weekend, which is another horror, psychological one. That's the last film he's done. He hasn't done any movies for 14 years. What does that tell you?
But I throw that fucking box out the window.
Yep.
I'll throw that watch out the fucking. But actually, you know what? You know what?
Keep the watch and ditch her.
I mean, she is rich, though.
Oh, yeah, we can't. Money talks, right?
Oh, hell no. Oh, no.
They didn't.
He premature ejaculated.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh, shit.
Good luck cleaning those bed sheets. Because he fucking splattered that one.
Oh, man, that's rough. That is rough. Oh, man.
Yeah.
If your girl is, after that happens, she's like, don't worry about it and all that shit. Lord.
Yep.
Listen, here's the thing. No, this is what you got to do. Okay, you do that shit. You have to go twice as hard. And like after she takes the shower, but I'm going in the shower. I'm taking care of my business. Like I refuse to let that performance be the thing you remember me by.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That's embarrassing.
Gotta go in for round 2 at that point.
You gotta go. You got no choice. If you are a man with pride, you got to.
Yeah. Can't go out like that. No.
But hey, you know what? I respect it though. Listen, I respect the man's hustle. Okay, clearly this nigga is clearly scamming her. Okay, so I mean, which I respect it. Listen, I've told y'all many a times, if I met a rich woman, shit, y'all will never hear from me again.
Oh, dude, if anything lucky like that came my way, I'm just gonna be like, well, I got a good life now. I got a girl I like, and struck lucky financially as well. But, still love the girl at the end of the day.
This man is scheming on her, bro.
This dude, man. It's definitely a grifter. I thought this was a nice little camera scene here when you see like the silhouette of Jeremy in the background. Yeah.
Now, at this point, because like I said, this is kind of like a whodunit thing. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was kind of like expecting like some sort of swerve, and I for a second thought either Dorothy's boyfriend or Dorothy herself was the killer.
Well, after what we've seen with the Scream movies, I guess it was justifiably understandable to, assume those things. Because, the whodunit formula was like a big thing now with these kind of films, and they wanted to do something similar to that. I mean, I thought for sure at first it was one of these guys. But then when it came down to this guy getting off, I was like, I thought, okay, it's not him. I would have thought it was Dorothy as well at some point. To some extent, I thought it was her.
I was hoping it was.
Yeah, you ain't the only one, dude.
So that way I'll know that she'll fucking die.
Yeah.
And the fact, another rant coming. Okay, and the fact these bitches don't seem remorseful for what they did too. Like, it'd be one thing if a Denise Richards, or Dorothy be like, yeah, man, we were so bad to that kid, man. Like, I kind of feel bad. Something. They kind of have no remorse for it.
I would have loved to have seen more of that action backsing. Oh, I recognize that song playing. That's Static X playing. I know my music when it comes to this stuff, dude.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, Static X, man. Fucking great industrial metal band. Rest in peace to Wayne Static. Passed away a couple years back. Man,
I am at 59 minutes and 30. This movie's actually kind of flying by.
Yeah, I'm about 57-10 in.
57-10?
Yeah. Yeah, you were right, man. This movie is breezing by. Oh, yeah. Speaking of movies breezing by, I found out what the running time is for TCM.
What is it?
83 minutes.
That's not a movie. That's a goddamn short story. But it could be good. Hey, it shit gonna be straight to the point. No bullshit. Get in, get out. I like it.
Like I said, dude, because of the two names that's involved in the production of this, I do have some hope. I'm not expecting it to be a masterpiece. I'm not expecting it to top the original, I just want a decent movie because we haven't had a decent one since the remake. That's all I want. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're expecting from it, but I'm just hoping it's going to be good.
All right, where are you at now, Paul?
I am now 58-33.
Like what particular part are you on?
I see Judy Hicks and the dude from Angel exchanging notes. Now they're kissing. So we're in the party scene.
Man, you know what, man? And there's Denise Richards, all in all her glory.
Dude, she was hot back then, man. She still is hot now, but back then, oof.
Yeah, Charlie got her in her prime, bro. Like,
I know. I was able to pull that off.
well, Charlie, you know, if you look at Charlie's
Sheen's history, yeah.
Oh, bro. See, that's the sign right there. If you're dancing on a chick and she's like, all up on you, she's putting her arms, she's down to fuck. She's down to fuck.
Yep, you know you've scored big if that happens.
Yes, if you dance when she starts kissing you while you're dancing, then you got to strike with a higher top. Listen, I always say this: you got to go immediately because there'll be some bitchy ass friends are pissed off because they can't get no man. They'll try to cock block you.
See the way Dorothy looks so mad there, like thinking, oh, fuck.
Oh, well, yeah, fuck you. I don't give a fuck about your happiness.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks good in the red dress.
She does look good in the red dress. I mean, all ranting aside, like every woman in this movie is attractive. Even Dorothy's, like bitch ass, yeah.
They're all nice looking, but when you look at the character history, then they're total you-know-whats.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Okay.
So sweet.
Well, yeah, ain't that what you want? Ain't that what you brought him up there for?
At least that's what he's thinking.
Wait a minute, why is she looking? Why is she acting like this?
I don't think that's what she wanted in that context.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Like you were just making out with him on the dance floor. You brought him up there for a reason.
I know, but I'm guessing she had other ideas here.
Okay, all right. Now she.
She's
wait. I'm about to say, why are you acting all like bougie when I show you my dick when you clearly wanted it 30 seconds ago? She kissed him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, am I lying, Paul? She kissed him first, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then.
And what happens next?
Wait, I forget what happens next.
If I remember correctly.
No.
I'll put it like this. I think it's gonna fucking hurt.
What you talking about?
I don't know. If I remember correctly, I think she does something that is pretty fucked up.
All right, now the whole tying up thing. Okay, I ain't for it, but I mean, now if it's Denise Richards at the end of that shit, I'm like, okay. I mean, I'll try. Like if it was Denise Richards or Prom Janet Jackson or something that's into that shit, I mean, okay, but
just don't say the wrong thing because you got nowhere to go because if you say
that's the problem. Like I got nowhere to go.
Say the wrong thing, you end up getting hot candle wax in your dick.
Wait, what?
See what I mean?
What? Why did she do that? Oh,
Good
she gonna
question.
leave. Man, you know what? Man. And she gonna leave. I'm like, oh my God. Listen, any woman that does that to that area is fucking evil. Trust me, I know.
That's not a pleasant experience. I can guarantee you that.
Wait, I don't understand why she did that though.
Well, you said that each of these characters were bitches, so
No, but like, this is my problem. Like okay. Now this woman here, Dorothy's boyfriend, clearly robbed her.
yep.
Hey, he loves your trust fund. I mean, yeah, bitch. Besides what I just said, bitch, you ain't really that special.
Yeah.
But that low key made me mad, bro. Like, wait. I'm still confused on why Denise Richards did that. Like, you kissed me. You was grinding on me. I bring you up to the room. I show you the prime time, and
And then that happens.
and then that happens.
Oh, I know what that is. Playing That's Disturbed.
Man, yo, these are this. Oh God, bro, Paul, this is making me so angry.
How do you think I feel? I'm just kind of like laughing at this because it's just insanely messed up what we're seeing.
Now, I wouldn't trust. I mean, granted, Sheriff Judy looking awfully nice at this party. I wouldn't even trust her right now.
Yeah. Well, she's still trying to look for the shit.
You fucking bitch.
Oh, wow. There's the watch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, take that. Go burn the fucking house down while you're at it.
Don't think it'll make much difference if they got a lot of insurance for it.
But just think about that, bro. Like, fellas, think about that. Like, fellas, that's watching this right now. Imagine you in the club or you in a bar, right? And you see this fine ass woman, and
you think you've scored, you get tied up. And
no, not just score, Paul. Not just score. Okay, she's dancing on you. She's putting your arms around her body. She's kissing you, and you'll be like, "Okay, let's go do this." And you show her the dick, and she gets all bougie, and then you're like, "Hey, yo, like you brought me up here." And then she pours hot candle wax on the dude just because. Oh God, does Denise Richards die, Paul? Tell me.
I'm not saying you're gonna have to wait until we get there.
All right, okay. Look, she's hot, she's fine, but she gotta die too. That's a bullshit right there.
Yep, and she's picked up. Ow, dude, she fucking blasted him with that cue stick.
Wait a minute. This nigga just kills a random maid.
Yeah.
Now this is where I think the killer is Dorothy. Because one, it's in her house. Two, she had problems with the maid, and she literally just argued with this bitch. I'm thinking, okay, it's probably Dorothy.
Yeah, they threw a few red herrings in that bit. But
now that I remember who it was, it's kind of like, okay, what was kind of the point of this? It's like now I know the twist. Now that I remember the twist, him killing the maid and killing her was kind of just doing it just to do it.
Unnecessary, basically.
Well, it had to have something because literally, like the last time we saw the killer was when he killed the weirdo.
Back, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I think this was just to add a body count thing. That's a
Okay, now that's okay. Now that see right there, Paul, when he's looking through the door. I don't know if you've seen that part when he's like looking through the door.
yeah.
Now, okay, now how the mask is shot there, it looks eerie. It looks
Yeah.
creepy.
I agree. That was definitely a smart shot. I mean, like I said, this film does have its quality creepy moments, but it's just
It does when it's there.
Yeah, but it's just ruined by how this was written.
This killer deserved a better movie.
Yeah.
It deserved a better because, like I said, because I'm still wrapping my mind on that scene when he's looking through the door, like how it was shot. Because, like I said, with the Myers mask, like it depends on how you how you shoot it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Both of these were to the door to get me stumbling. But yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, if any film should get a remake, maybe this one should, because I'm pretty sure somebody thinks they can do a better job than what this one did. I would love to see a remake of this if somebody did it.
And it's clear and it's fucking obvious too that they directed this killer to basically mimic Michael Myers.
Yeah. Well, you said it yourself. The guy who directed this movie was a big Halloween fan.
Woo!
Ow! I just keep hearing that Matrix music in the soundtrack. I think this was probably the. That's probably the.
Shit!
That's probably the most brutal kill in this movie.
You know, for a character that was basically nothing, got the best death from the movie.
Yeah, because she got fucked up from that window shot, and then getting glass through her neck like that. Just yeah.
Yeah, that's probably because that's the one thing that was really tame about this movie, but that was literally definitely the most brutal death in this movie. Even that, you could tell they held back on some shit, but
yeah. But we know the reasons why it got held back. It was because of what was.
Oh yeah, because Hollywood are fucking pussies. But I would like to think that like My Bloody Valentine that they had to have shot some extended footage. So that they just had to.
Well, they had to do that because somewhere down the line, somebody was going to wonder where those scenes were. And we had an example of that when we were watching it. You had the full version, and I didn't. So I still enjoyed the film either way, but I wish I got to see the extra scenes too.
So yeah, so you either got the detective. He killed the boyfriend. So it's either gonna be Dorothy. Bro, you know what's funny?
What's that?
When this movie started, for like a good 10, 15, 20 minute stretch, I didn't know who the final girl was going to be until I realized it's clearly our Sheriff Judy.
Yeah. That's Orgy Playing, Opticon. It was actually that song was actually the official music video for this film too.
Now, Paul, this is when I was starting to think, because you see David Bordonson was starting to drink again, because basically his whole character was that him and Sheriff Judy they broke up because he couldn't control his drinking, and he now just got caught drinking, and this is the part of the movie where I'm kind of like, oh shit,
is it him? It's when you kind of get because when you see somebody slipping like that, you think to yourself, okay, this is death. Is he the guy that's doing the killing? Because I mean, look at Axel.
Yeah.
Similarities were right there, man.
Even though I fucking hate what Denise Richards did, but god damn, she looks good here.
Yep.
Now we're at Denise Richards in the jacuzzi by herself.
I think she probably had the second best death in this movie.
that was some whole ass shit. So I'm still kind of bothered by that, bro. I was like, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, kill
Yeah,
her, kill her. But she's a shitty, but she is. Oh, but like, did you see that shot when like with the doors fogged up? You kind of see the killer's face coming through. Like, I like that.
Yeah, that was a good shot. I really like that shot.
Someone want to be my Valentine?
I'm sorry, she's a shitty character. She's a fucking horrible person.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Another thing, people. Another thing, men. If you see a very attractive woman who is still single, 9 times out of 10 is because she's the fucking problem. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. Okay.
Fair point.
Oh my God, I'm young, I'm sexy. You know, why can I not get a man? Because you're a bitch that pours hot candle wax on people. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
For no reason.
Yeah, there was no reason for why she did what she did in that scene. None whatsoever.
Now, granted, Paul, I'm a hypocrite. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I'm a hypocrite. Okay. Now, if I see these bitches looking like that in that bikini, I'm going all in. But
You might as well, man. You might as well.
I ain't stupid, but get her.
Damn.
There you go.
This was, for its time, this was a pretty sadistic scene.
Good.
Which is, it's what you want in a horror film. You need a sadistic scene.
Now, okay, and I just want to say, okay, look, I'm not saying that half these women did they deserve to die. Okay, maybe not, but you cannot tell me with the way these bitches been acting for a good hour, 18 minutes that they did not have this shit coming.
Yeah, especially what they did to, what they all did to Jeremy.
What they did to him.
I mean, let's face it, he is fucking pissed off, and he's been holding that in for 13 years.
I will say this actually is a pretty decent. Yeah, he's just fucking with her now.
Yeah.
And he's just like fucking just toss
like,
that bitch in. Yeah, fuck it. Yes. I'm sorry. Good riddance. Fuck you.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for piece of shit characters. I really don't. No matter how fine they are.
Hey man, I'm right there with you when it comes to characters in films. If there's a character I don't fucking like, I want them gone.
Like literally, Paul.
Like
every person that the killer has killed, that Jeremy has killed, have had it coming.
Yeah, justified.
What's this bitch problem now?
What's her problem? Well, she's just a bitch.
Oh, he's no angel, but he's not a killer.
There's no love angel there.
Good job, director.
Kudos to that one. Fuck off! I ain't taking nothing back.
Yeah, right now I'm like either it's Dorothy or David Boreanaz. It's one of those two.
Hey, a lot of us were putting our money on fucking Dorothy at this point.
This bitch is crazy. She's crazy, but she has crazy written all over her.
Might as well get it tattooed on her forehead.
But look how she's acting.
I know.
Oh shit.
Oh,
She,
here we
she,
go with
she,
this
she,
again.
she's still insecure.
She's digging up them bones again.
Like this is another example of no matter like they still when they look themselves over, they still see that girl they used to be.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to forget shit like that, for anybody that's gone through some messed up stuff in their lives. And I'm not saying situations are going to be the same as this, but there are some people who have gone through some traumatic shit and they have a hard time letting shit go. I mean, fucking hell. I mean, I've never had a good run at school. I mean, I got bullied quite a lot, but I managed to turn stuff around now. Took me a while to get there, but I turned it all around.
Paul,
Go on.
did you accuse someone of rape?
No.
Okay, then. So fuck her feelings. I don't care. I listen. I get that they tried to use that moment to,
Trying to
give
put
some
yeah.
sort of sympathy, but I'm just like, you ruined this boy's life.
Yeah, like you can't. You literally cannot feel sorry for that main female character. You can't.
Now, Paul, I do have a question though.
Go on.
Could it be a possibility that Dorothy and David Boreanaz have kind of been teaming up?
I know they never mentioned it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was what they were doing.
But we see the detective here, which, let's be clear, he was a nothing character. He was fucking useless.
Yeah.
He was useless. He was just there. He was just there to be a creep.
He was as useless as his head bobbing in that pond then.
Which looks so goddamn fake.
Yeah, that looked fucking nothing like him.
But they didn't even try.
Who the hell did the effects for this?
Yep, and here is the third act, I guess.
For what it's worth, let's go there.
Yeah, for what it's worth, yeah. And now we're stuck with the only semi-decent character we have. Which is... Now, if she was playing the Sheriff Judy character that was actually interesting, that would be rooting for her. All right, now, Paul, this is where it was obvious. I was like, yeah, it's David Boreanaz. It's David Boreanaz. Yeah, look how... listen to what he says here in the scene.
Go for it.
Like it's obvious it's him.
Back in the day when I was in my teens, man, I didn't spot it until the very end. But now,
even back then, I had a feeling. Even back then, I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely the killer.
You can tell right now with the way he's just talking.
He's like, dance with me.
That was definitely a fucking red herring, but that one was legit this time around.
But you gotta think about this though, Paul. Like clearly he was an ugly kid. So what does David Boreanaz do? He literally fixed himself up physically and mentally, to prepare himself to get revenge. I mean, it's kind of deranged, the fact that you have to physically change yourself to go after these bitches. Like,
yeah, he basically reinvented himself for this one reason. Because I'm guessing, from a character standpoint, after what happened at that Valentine's night, that his life just went down the shitter. Like you heard about his case files, he was in juvie hall. He ended up in a psych ward. He just became this absolute fucking social recluse. And then,
which understandably so. That was a very humiliating moment.
And I know. I mean, shit like that, not a lot of people can actually mentally recover from. And if they do, you don't know what they're going to end up being like. Like, something could trigger that memory again, and all that trauma that they had in the past comes back. Or, in this guy's case, you reinvent yourself just for one purpose, and that's to get a bit of payback. Or you can reinvent yourself and turn your life around but you still have that. But you still harbor, I guess, the hatred for those who fucked your life up in the first place. And that's kind of where we're at with this character. I mean, is that one way of kind of putting it out there, I guess?
Like, bro, it's literally throwing it right in your fucking face.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, she can't talk right now. She's like currently electrified in the jacuzzi.
Ungrateful bitch.
Yep.
Stay away from me.
Ow.
Oh god, her acting has gotten so much better.
Yeah. You know, that's the only time I've seen a lot of blood in this movie, right there.
And by the way, have you noticed out this entire film, the killer has never once, up until this point, has never like tried to attack. Even right now, at this moment, that David Reynolds is not trying to. He's not trying to kill her.
No. He's trying to. I don't know, man, what he was trying to do.
Because she was the only girl in that dance that was somewhat nice to him.
Yeah, and I guess probably the only one that felt sorry for him at some point, and never knew, and didn't realize until the very end.
But even though Paul, I mean, she said while they threw some other, she was never gonna fucking dance with him.
No. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's like he just wants to have that one perfect night, I guess. But at the same time,
Yes, yeah. I mean, listen. I understand, man. He wants to eat all the lemon squares. Okay, fine, but I mean, and I bet them squares are very damn good. But damn,
he must really want those lemon squares out of her, man.
well, hey, I like treats.
Can't go wrong with that.
But I get they're trying to build suspense here because you don't know whether or not he's the killer. You don't know where Dorothy is. Or Dorothy has clearly fucking snapped and lost her mind at this point.
Yeah. And then you got this.
They're like, okay, here we go. Wow. So now you're like, wait a minute, so he wasn't the killer?
Yeah, at this point, we're thinking, okay, so we were wrong about this guy. That's what we were all thinking at this point. And then the mask comes off. And at this point, we're kind of like thinking, oh, so it was fucking Dorothy. Well, fuck her, because she's been a bitch throughout this whole film.
I'm like, yes, the bitch is dead. And it kind of made sense. If it was Dorothy, it kind of would make sense because she clearly has become an unhinged as the movie progressed.
Yeah, she definitely did.
But
and
this is...
point, you're thinking, okay, case closed. But then this bit happens.
I remember this ending now. I forgot what the ending was, but I'm starting to remember what it is.
Yeah. You finally find out who the fuck it is because his nose bleeds. I mean, okay, interesting reveal, but
Fuck that. Happy ending. Happy ending.
yeah,
Happy fucking ending. Oh man.
he definitely.
Are you at the reveal right now?
Not yet. He's talking. She's got a.
It's a happy ending.
It is.
In my opinion, the good guy won.
Hey, that's one way of putting it. Yeah.
Oh, and shit, I just remembered something.
What?
Like he literally killed them. Like it's full fucking circle. She framed him, and no, she framed her.
The ultimate payback. Maybe this was his plan all along.
Here it comes. All right, here it comes.
Yep, here we go.
Now, all this time, I'm still thinking that, oh shit. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, oh shit, Dorothy was the killer. But then I realized, wait, there's a couple more minutes.
That's when you realized it was you.
Look, man. Happy ending. Happy ending. And also, too, and I will say this, too. The slasher won. You don't really get many slasher movies like that where the slasher villain actually wins.
That's a rarity right there, dude.
And I will say this too, that for it to come, like that ending, it was so fucking clear as day that there was going to be a sequel. Like that ending alone showed there was going to be a sequel.
It was open-ended to be a sequel. I think they actually did have plans to probably make a trilogy out of this, or maybe a sequel at some point. But again, because this movie didn't make the money, they were hoping for it to make. I mean, okay, yeah, the film had a $10 million budget. Okay, the film made $36.7 million. All right, cool. But it didn't make as much as Scream. I think they were expecting it to make
Scream numbers.
Yeah, Scream money. And I think the last movie that Jamie did, the Urban Legend, let me see how much Urban Legend did. Because I think they were expecting him to make that kind of money draw. Let me see. Okay, so Urban Legend was a $14 million film, and it made $72 million. So it didn't make 100, but that movie he did made a lot better than what we got here. So it's like 40 million off.
Yeah, but like I said, so like with that opening ending, but also too, but the fact we don't get a sequel, it's kind of like My Bloody Valentine, where you're kind of like, I'm fine with it because in my opinion, and I'm gonna keep on, you know what, fuck it. Look, there, folks, was Valentine. Valentine. I will say that after seeing this movie for the first time in over a decade, a lot of those old feelings came back up, and my feelings are still the same. I was rooting for David Boreanaz. I was rooting for Angel. Like I was rooting for the Valentine's Day Killer because. All right. Once again. Look.
What is that to say?
If you're going to write a horror film, because keep in mind, there were stretches in this movie, Paul, but we didn't see the killer at all.
No, we
didn't.
We went like maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, so if you're going to write a horror film where you're not going to see the monster, make us give a fuck about the characters. Listen, Halloween is the standard. So I follow that standard, okay? There were stretches in the movie where we didn't see Michael for a time. But what happened? We had Dr. Loomis. We cared about Laurie, Annie, and Lindsay.
Yeah, we had characters in Halloween that were likable and we gave a shit about. So we had that
Yes.
to bridge the gap between that and the killer. We didn't get that with this one into some aspects, man.
We didn't, we didn't, and I just feel that, from the get-go, from the jump, like, I don't know if Jamie intended for this to happen, but from the get-go, you're telling the audience that, okay, that these 4 girls were complete assholes. Well, not all of them. I mean, Sheriff Judy was the somewhat nice one, but she just politely turned him down. But all of them were straight bitches to this kid. And the fat one falsely accuses him. She Me Too'd him before Me Too was a thing. And ruins this kid's, like, completely fucked him over. And
his life got canceled.
He got canceled big time. And then I'm like, now, like I said earlier, if there was a moment in the movie where Dorothy or Denise Richards were kind of like, damn, man, like we were kind of, or especially Dorothy, who she didn't, again, had no remorse. So, like, yeah, fuck these women. Like, yeah, kill them all.
Yeah. I mean, these characters, none of them, well, except for the Judy Hicks character, but most of them were just unlikable, especially Dorothy. Like, that was the one, I remember when I first watched it, that was the one character I was just like, can someone just please off this Dorothy? Because right now, I'm fucking hating her because she didn't show an ounce of sympathy, knowing full well she fucked Jeremy's life up.
No accountability.
Zero accountability. Don't give a shit. Completely disconnected from emotions and whatever. Like, that's like full on. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That's like a full on narcissist personality disorder or fucking.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
A full-on narcissist.
Absolutely.
You know, the other ones, I'm not too sure if they had like a serious case of that too, but each one had their reasons why we not like them. But Dorothy, oh my god, that was the one I hated the most. Not the actress. I mean, she did a good job playing the character, but the character that she was portraying is just, man, fuck that.
And then you had, Denise Richards. Who I get that might be one of the most bullshit thing I've ever seen in horror movie history. Like how the fuck? Like, I'm still confused. How the fuck do you make out with a dude? You acting like you DTF. You bring him up to a room and you get mad because he shows you his penis. Like,
and then you pour hot candle wax in it.
Hot candle wax. Listen. Anyone?
I'm not sure if you've accidentally spilled candle wax on yourself, on your hand, or whatever. But I'll tell you right now, I have. It fucking hurts.
It fucking hurts, man. Listen. Any woman that does that to me, I'm telling you right now, okay? You better fucking run when I get out this bed, bro. Like, you better fucking run. Like you do some shit to that area to me, you better fucking run, goddammit. But And then you had Lily, who again was supposed to be like the fun one. I didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah, there was just not there wasn't a whole lot of interesting things about these characters, and the story just suffered because of, again, too many writers in the kitchen.
I think the story could have worked if it wasn't, because here's the thing, and back to the characters, like Katherine Heigl, she wasn't in it that much, but you can already tell her, yeah, she was a bitch.
Yeah. And plus, she took the biggest gamble of hiding a body bag. I mean, like,
yeah, that's a huge fucking, yeah. Like, I'm not only am I gonna really make myself cornered, and like looking back on, like, that was a stupid fucking idea, but but yeah, and also in the story, like literally after Katherine Heigl's death, it was a goddamn mess, because like I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, like there's these 4 women that are trying to find dick for Valentine's Day, and you're like, and it acts like there was really moments where it really acted like it was a comedy for a second, like it
Yeah.
was act like it turned to a romantic comedy in sports. And I'm like, is this a romantic comedy or is this a slasher? And the only time we remember it's a slasher is when the killer shows up. Like,
It's almost like this film had an identity crisis. It didn't know what it was at
yes,
some points.
yes, like it didn't stay with the narrative. Like I think this plot could work if it was just down to one writer.
Or two.
Two is at the most.
Yeah.
But I will say this though. Yeah, I mean, the story I thought suffered, and I will say when the killer Jeremy does show up, you know, he does some good things. I really would have liked to have seen how he would have done, because clearly some of the deaths were watered down. Like I would have liked to have seen what this character would have done in full galore, you know. Because I will say this though. I mean, there were some shots, there were some moments where he did look cool. I know it may seem silly, oh, he's wearing a Cupid mask, but like in some shots and some angles, it could be creepy.
Yeah, and like I said, I know it's the costume wise for the character, it's basic, okay, but then again, so was Michael Myers' character's appearance. His was basic, but look how effective that was.
Yes.
And they try to capture that here with this character, and
clearly
to some extent it worked in terms of his presentation, but he didn't have a whole lot to do, and this movie clearly just was a hot mess because it didn't know what it was.
Like, I will say this though, like if I was walking down the street and then I saw someone wearing that mask and that get up walking towards me, I'd run for it.
Well, put it this way: I see a dude like that standing in my living room window before I'm about to go in the door. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking going in. I'll sleep on the street, thanks.
Yeah, like I'm not. Yeah, I'm like, at first I'm like, is that a fucking Cupid mask? But then I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna back up, you know, like
see you later. I'm good.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen, you know, what if it was like because this movie is rated R, right?
Let me check on that.
Yeah, it's rated R.
Yeah, it's an R-rated film. But when you look at the
did it feel like it to you?
No, it kind of felt like a
PG-13.
It felt like a modest to hard PG-13. And hey, let's face it, we've seen some PG-13 movies over the years that you would think was R-rated.
Right.
I mean, a good example of some of those films that were PG-13 that you felt could have been fucking R-rated. The 2008 Dark Knight movie. Some of the shit that went down on that was pretty edgy as shit.
For sure.
What was another? There was another film that had a PG-13 rating, but they really pushed it. And now I can't remember the goddamn name of it. It was one of them. There's another film I saw many years ago, but that's like maybe one example. And when you think about it, I mean, this movie was rated R for strong horror violence, some sexuality and language. Over here, it was rated a 15. Okay.
Strong horror violence. I mean, real like we just said, like the only death that had potential of earning that. I think the only reason why I got that rating is because of the one random bitch that got it through the throat with the glass.
Yeah, that was like the only really gory bit we saw, and especially when you saw the bloody aftermath or the fucking blood just there. That's probably the only major amount of gore I saw in this movie. The rest was just like, whatever. I've seen better.
But yeah, like I said, I thought the story was just sometimes too all over the place. The score, forgettable. Like there was there was no memorable score. Like
it's fucking too, because this is the guy who did the music. It's fucking Don Davis. This is the guy who did the music for the Matrix trilogy.
And what And what did you say, Paul? It sounds like sounds like something you would hear in the Matrix.
Yeah, because when you hear some of the suspenseful music, I was like thinking, I'm expecting those fucking squid sentinels to just show up out of nowhere now, or Agent Smith. I was expecting that.
Oh, that's another problem. If your music sounds like music from another movie, you fucked up there. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, the score was,
Forgettable.
I thought the direction was decent.
And again,
And
I feel sorry for the director because he hasn't done a film since 2008, and a lot of people say it was this movie that scuttled his directing career.
yeah, like clearly, like I said, like I remember when I was younger, I remember seeing the commercials, they got the hype for this movie. I remember people and also and this was clearly going back to the roots of the old school slasher film. I mean, even so much so going back to, a horror film, set on a specific day, like Valentine, Um but yeah, but Paul,
Yo,
from this to My Bloody Valentine is a way better fucking movie.
dude, the original My Bloody Valentine and even its 2009 remake, or as I like to say, 2009 sequel, were better than this.
Absolutely.
And
Now, go
I
ahead.
touched on this earlier, and I'm going to say it again. I know we get a lot of films that get rebooted and remade. Urban Legend, we know, is getting remade. I want to see someone at least take a chance at remaking this and correct a lot of the mistakes this movie made.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Now, yeah, there's certain movies that should not be remade, and there's certain movies that should. And I believe this one deserves a second chance because, I see the potential in there.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
if I was a film director right now making movies, or if I had some kind of political push, if I ever do make it as an actor, and I go to a student and say, "Hey, look, let's give this movie a shot, and this time let's do it right." Hell, I'll even put money up front to make it happen. I would love to see someone do this, even if I had to do it myself. If I had the opportunity to, I would definitely do it. And if we're looking for writers, if we didn't have anybody that we know doing the writing, I'd say, hey, fucking get us doing the writing. I'm sure we could probably do a better job at putting a decent remake together than these guys did. I mean, who the fuck were the writers for this? Hang on, let me see who the writers were. Gretchen J. Berg. She is a writer. What has she done? Let me see what she did here. Best known as one of the showrunners currently for Star Trek Discovery. She's also done
oh Jesus.
Pushing Daisies and Revenge, whatever the fuck they are. So she was one of the writers for Valentine. The other writer here was Aaron. What was it? Aaron Harberts. What's he done? This guy's from Iowa, by the way.
Hey.
He's known for doing Star Trek Discovery with the writer that did Valentine. He's also done Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. He was one of the he had the staff writing job for the 9th season of Beverly Hills 90210. So he's done, and hang on. He's also one of the showrunners for American Gods, which I've heard is pretty good. Okay. As for the other two writers, I'm trying to look up the Wikipedia, and I can't see shit. So I'm going to go on IMDb, and I'm going to look up the writers, the other two writers.
Hacks. Then
I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out right now. Okay, so the other ones is it looks like a married couple, Donna Powers and Wayne Powers. What have you done? Oh, okay. This is surprising.
What have they done?
They did one of my favorite shark movies, Deep Blue Sea. They wrote it, and they had some kind of involvement in part 3. That's surprising.
There's a part 3?
Well, you didn't know there was a Deep Blue Sea 2 and 3?
No.
Yeah. Listen, the first one came out in 1999. I saw that in the cinema. They did a second one in 2018, but that one wasn't very good. Part 3 was a definite improvement to the second film. I have all 3.
I'll just take your word for it.
All right, man.
I'll just take your word for it.
Deep Blue Sea is one of my favorite shark movies.
Yes, I like Deep Blue Sea, but I mean, I enjoy Deep Blue Sea too, but I'm not seeing 2 and 3.
But yeah, those ones were like straight to video gigs. But like again, sometimes movies that are straight to video turn out to be surprisingly good. Second one, I can't say that for that one, but the third one, okay. And there has been, like I said, there has been horror movies out there that were straight to video that were good. I mean, fucking Wrong Turn 2. I know this may be a difference of opinion here, but those recent 2 Chucky movies, okay. Don't get me started on the remake. I fucking hated that remake. But yeah,
you didn't like the remake?
No, I didn't like that Child's Play remake. I went into it open-minded. I wanted to give it a shot. It just, dude, it didn't feel like a Child's Play movie to me. I mean, it's Charles Lee Ray soul possessing a doll, and this one, it was just a fucking robot doll that can control other things.
Mm-hmm.
I will give Mark Hamill credit. He did do good as the voice of Chucky, but I don't know why, man. It just didn't. It didn't feel like a Child's Play movie to me. I mean, okay, it had some good horror moments. There had some gnarly kills in it. I'll give it that. It just didn't feel like a Chucky movie to me. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I'm too old school. I thought it was okay, but I just didn't like the change of stories. That's just me, man.
But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Paul, overall thoughts on Valentine after watching it for the first time in a long time. Stuff you like, stuff you didn't like. What actor, what character did you like? Go ahead and give your overall thoughts, man.
All right, man. Well, again,
because I got a lot to say, so go ahead.
All right, man. Well, again, it's been 15 years since I've seen this movie, and I never had a reason to watch this movie again until now. So to see this again, I guess you could say my opinion has still not changed. I do feel like this movie was a missed opportunity. It had some good ideas there. There were some good moments with the killer. My disappointment with it, though, it was that you didn't see him do much, which is kind of the same problem I had with the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. He didn't have a lot to do. And the same thing can be said for Valentine. My favorite character, I'm probably going to say the main female lead, Judy Hicks.
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you about that.
I thought she was okay in this. She was my favorite character. The character I hated the most, I think you know which one I'm going to go for here, folks.
Of course. It's easy option.
Stand her. But it's just, there were some bits I could say, okay, cool. And I think it's because the way the killer was presented, they were my highlights. But the film for me suffered because it didn't know what it was. Too many cooks in the kitchen. When you have 4 writers involved, guys,
he almost said 4 white writers.
I'm trying to say writers. It came out as writers. I'm thinking, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. Rewind.
It's Black History Month. It's okay, Paul.
Sorry, I got tongue-tied there, folks. But let me just rewind a second. 4 writers. There you go. When you get 4 writers in the kitchen, things are gonna. I'm not gonna hear that.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna mute myself.
No, you're fine. Don't worry, dude. It's just that when you have too many writers involved, things are gonna go wrong. If you have 2, okay. 3, you're pushing it. But when you have 4, this shit is gonna go really bad. And it's a shame because I would have loved to have seen this film have a franchise. I would have loved to have seen it continue. But because this movie was panned by critics. You're talking a 12% approval rating from Rotten Tomatoes here, folks. That's right, 12% out of 76 review average of a 3.4 out of 10. And not to mention the film also bombed. And also, I have to put this out there too. It felt like a formulaic throwback to the conventional pre-Scream slasher flicks. Not that there's anything wrong with them having a throwback to old school slashers, but I've seen plenty of other slasher movies that are a throwback to pre-Scream done better than this. And an example of that would be Cherry Falls, if you're talking about that before Valentine. And before Valentine, I would say Urban Legends as a pre-Scream type deal. So, yeah, I just feel, again, guys, I just feel like this film was a missed opportunity. I wish they figured their shit out, because this would have been something good. And, the fact that it's based on a book, how can you fuck up a movie that's based on a book? Especially when you have the blueprint of your story of what you can incorporate into a screenplay. And you guys dropped the ball on this. So, yeah, disappointing. I got nothing bad about The Killer. I would have loved to see more. And like we were saying earlier, if there's any film that deserves to have a second chance at a remake, this would be one of them. And if you're going to do a remake of this, please follow true to the book and please get it right. And for fuck's sake, give us some more gore. This is a slasher movie. This is a horror movie. You have to have gore in this. If you're going to do this kind of movie, you have to go full bore all in. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So, and unfortunately, this is one of those cases. And again, it came out the same time. It came out just after Scream. And I think people were expecting another Scream. Like the studios were expecting the next Scream franchise. And they thought they had it with this one. And it never happened. So I think I'm going to be on my Bret Hart shit here. 4 out of 10.
All right. As for me, I second everything to what Paul said. I think with me, like I said, I think they had a good concept here. Valentine, because there's really not many horror films, surrounding Valentine outside of My Bloody Valentine. I think the origin story was a good origin story, but like I said, but it's just when you do stuff like that, you run the risk of making us not like our main characters. And if you're, like I said, if you're going to have a movie where the killer is not going to show up, and you have to write characters we're going to have to give a fuck about. And then for the longest time, you didn't care. I mean, Dorothy, Lily, Paige, and Judy, they were just boring archetype characters. I mean, the only person that really stood out was Denise Richard because she was such a fucking bitch. But I think that what really makes this movie suffer is it's too all over the place. Like 1 minute we get scenes where it literally feels like something you see in a 2000 romantic comedy where, Judy with the speed daters and they're making asses out of themselves. Or the early scene when we see Captain Heigl talking to some dude that's talking in third person and he has like spinach stuck in his teeth. And it's like, what are you trying to be? Like I said, the only time it becomes a slasher is when the killer shows up. And you can't do that. You're like you're gonna need some tension. The one that made Halloween great because you felt tension all throughout the film, and I just thought that this movie really suffered from it. Like there was too many cooks in the kitchen, and I thought the kills, I mean, they were good when they were there. And once again, this harkens back to not giving a fuck about anybody. A lot of the people that the killer killed, it was justified. It was completely justified. Katherine Heigl was a bitch. Lily was a bitch. The creeper neighbor, understandably so. He's like, hey, I mean, he's doing something. I mean, maybe not that extreme, but probably won't kill him. But he's defended his girl. Like I can't be mad at him for that. Um, the only time he truly felt like a fucking slasher villain when he randomly killed the maid and the chick with the glass. That was the only one where it wasn't justified, but you didn't really care. Um, but Paul, now that I remember, well, did we outside that one scene? We never saw her father and and Dorothy's father and stepmother, young like fine ass Asian stepmother again outside that one scene, right?
No, that was it. That was that one time.
Okay, so why the fuck was that important? Why add that if you're not gonna put them in? Like again, too many rice in the fucking kitchen. Uh, I hated Dorothy
Yeah.
so fucking much. I just like I said, she represents. Gotta be careful here. Like she really represents like a problem that you see today. You know, where a woman could come out and say he rapped me, and everyone will just believe her because she's a. Everyone will just believe her just because, and really beat the shit out this boy who was really doing nothing wrong. Like he was just asking girls if they want to dance. Like he wasn't being a creep or anything. He was just asking, "Do you want to dance?" And they were the ones being the assholes. And then Dorothy doing what she did. Like I said, you kind of sympathize with the killer. And if you make a slasher where we sympathize with the killer, that's where you fuck. We're not supposed to sympathize with the monster.
No.
Like
This is one of those rare occasions where you don't give a shit about the main characters. You only care about the killer getting his payback.
that's the only thing you care about. You know, that's quite the opposite of My Bloody Valentine. My Bloody Valentine, you actually like the characters. You actually like the story. By the way, the story could have been executed a lot better. It was the story of My Bloody Valentine. Like I had more interest in Axel and TJ and Becky Lynch love triangle, you know, than anything I did here.
Yeah.
And you know, and then like these four characters who again never showed any growth. They're still the same bitches that they were 13 years ago. Evil, pouring candle wax on people for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it's like nothing's changed with them.
Like nothing has changed except for Judy. But even she was still kind of bland. It was because there was really nothing to her.
Yeah.
David Boreanaz, like I said, he was clearly there because clearly he was outside the Eastwood, he was the biggest name in the cast. I thought he was fine. The reveal of the killer at the end, again, happy ending. Like I was glad that he got away scot-free. I mean, in my opinion, I thought he actually deserved to get away scot-free after the hell he went through.
Yeah, he got his happy ending, basically.
He got his happy ending. And like I said, did they deserve to die? Well, it depends on who you ask.
It depends you on, you know?
And then I like the whole full circle of, well, you know, Denise said, I'd rather be boiled alive than dance with you. And she got electrocuted, you know, and that Lily going, ew, you know, and then she got the fucking maggots in her chocolate and then the most beautiful one of all, you know, she made Dorothy's bitch ass look like the killer, like just like how she made him seem like he was a rapist. So I thought the reveal was smart. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I thought the look of the killer was nice. Just deserved to be in a better film. But Valentine. Potential, like there is a great horror movie in there, but it fumbled the ball and cost them the playoff game.
Somebody needs to give it a second shot.
For sure. but hopefully you guys have enjoyed our watch along of Valentine. I'm pretty sure you guys had pretty. But if y'all thought this was it, but wait till we get to the day when we do Halloween 5, then you'll really see me lose it. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this watch along. Before we get out of here, next week on the eve of the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film coming out, me and Paul we're going to be watching
The original.
the original. We will be watching the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre next week. So be on the lookout for that. And then we will finish off the month with watching along the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which
Oof.
is only 80 minutes. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll go through that torture really fast.
Again, like I said, man, I'm not expecting it to be a masterpiece, and I'm not expecting it to top the original. I just want it to be a decent movie.
Well, I'll just say, Paul, when I watch the trailer, the first thing I see is CGI rocks. These motherfuckers couldn't afford rocks.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But
Well,
but
we'll
yeah.
see what happens when we get there.
Yes, for sure. And also, because I might be busy Saturday. I would like to try to get the Menace to Society review in on Saturday because Sunday is the Super Bowl. So I will let you guys know, and I'll get Quez and MG updated on that as well because I might have to be somewhere tomorrow. So like I said, be on the lookout for that for the Menace to Society review. Also, don't forget to check out the Primetime podcast from last week. Very, very interesting. Well, every episode's interesting, but I really, really enjoyed. I gotta say, like these Primetime podcast episodes of 2022, I think have all been bangers. Like, definitely check those all out. But yeah, anything you want to plug in, Paul?
Well, as always, guys, you can find me on Twitch, Gorehound1983. I am currently doing a playthrough of Dying Light 2, and once I've got through that, I'm planning on getting back to playing The Ascent, and I'm also going to give the new Horizon 2 Forbidden West a try if I can get my hands on it at some point.
All right, and for me, don't forget to check out the Primetime James Thomas wrestling channel where you could find my new match with me and Rip versus the Particle Sun for the Tag Team Championships. 4 minutes was not the time that I wanted. I actually wanted to wrestle, but we only had 4 minutes when I thought we were going 10. But I still thought we pulled out a very solid tag team match. And of course, check out Connor Braxton versus Heather Reckless if you want to see the full video of me getting kicked in the balls, which apparently has gotten over with people on social media. So yeah. And Primetime Podcast. Check out the Juice review being Quez did, which was really fun. Yeah, I'm liking where I'm at with the channel. Like, I think I'm in a really good space right now with the channel. So yeah. We're gonna get out of here. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and share this video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this Valentine review. And a couple words of advice: beware of single women who are fine, but they're single for a goddamn reason, because 9 times out of 10, they're straight up bitches. And 2, don't be afraid to knock a bitch out if she pours hot candle wax on your dick. And also to beware of insecure fat white women, because they will scream rap as you just very quickly. So yeah, so fuck Dorothy and fuck Denise Richards. But we are out. Peace, and have yourselves a good Valentine's Day. Have yourselves a good weekend. And men, if you're going to go raw, well, hey, more power to you. We're out.
See you later.
Peace.